Hello everyone, today I'll be checking out Siam Station in Cupertino for their Thai food. Thai is one of my favorite cuisines since 1, it is spicy, and 2, it is so diverse, and it seems like there's just an endless amount of all sorts of different regional Thai dishes. I took a look at their online menu and I'm definitely going to be ordering some of my Thai favorites, as well as at least 1 or 2 new dishes that I've never tried. And in fact, there's one dish on their menu that I've never seen before at any Thai restaurant. So let's go. I cannot wait. I just placed my order and the food literally came out in maybe like 3 minutes, and I got like 8 or something dishes. So this is just incredible service. I mean, they are just crazy fast at making the food. The first dish I want to start off with is the soup noodle. These are the tom yum noodles, and this is just like a noodle soup filled with tom yum broth, as well as a whole bunch of different yummy toppings. But I gotta start off with the broth, which is just like a hot and sour classic Thai broth. Oh wow, that is powerful. The first thing I taste is just a burst of fresh lemongrass, which has a really citrusy flavor. And then I taste all of the fresh lime juice in there, and that also brings a lot more zestiness. And then I get a little bit of heat. It's just like this warming, tingling sensation. There's also a plethora of toppings in here. For example, you got fish balls, which already feel very promising. Oh, the fish balls are very fun. They got a perfect springy, bouncy texture to it. They taste nice and fresh, and it's made with white meat fish, so it's very delicate and mild. And this kind of is like a vehicle for all the soup broth. And going along with it, they got fish cake in here, which I feel like is basically the same thing, maybe just sliced. Yeah, that just tastes exactly the same as a fish ball, the same base, and it basically is just in a different shape. And there's also a bit of prawns in here. We got a nice plump shrimp here. You can give this a taste as well. Oh, that is a great shrimp. It is perfectly cooked, not overcooked, and it's really nice and dense and meaty. And just take a bite of shrimp and then take a sip of the broth, and it is just pure heaven. I mean, this is just like an explosion of flavors. I mean, it's so good, it's just about making me drool. And of course, I gotta end with the thin rice noodles. Oh, the noodles are just really soft and silky, and I also discovered there's also a bit of ground chicken, and that goes really well with the noodles just to add some more substance, add a little bit more protein. And this is just an amazing dish if you like your spicy, sour, and bold flavors. The only thing is I ordered this medium, and this is definitely closer to hot, which I'm okay with. But here they have a level even above hot, which is called Thai spicy, and I'm really curious to know what that's like, because that's got to be like the authentic spiciness level. Now for the second soup noodle I ordered, which are the Thai boat noodles, and this is a dish I've always really wanted to try because it's an extremely popular noodle dish in Thailand that's often served as street food. However, I've never seen Thai boat noodles on a menu here on a restaurant in the States until today, so I gotta try it. And what makes this dish really unique is the broth is a pork broth, but it's also made with pork blood, which I'm really curious about because I actually personally really enjoy blood in a lot of different foods because it often comes up in Southeast Asian cuisine, and it's actually a really key ingredient and a really key base in a lot of dishes. And I have a feeling it's definitely going to make a difference in this broth just to add some more meatiness. Wow, this is really interesting. It just reminds me of a very rich and flavorful pork broth. I really can't tell that there's any blood in there. It just tastes very meaty, and it has a very rich umami flavor from all the pork in there. In terms of the spices, I taste a little bit of starriness, and then to me, it just kind of reminds me of almost like a dark, thicker version of a Vietnamese pho broth that is clear. So this is just like more meaty, more intense, more rich, but with some familiar spices that I've definitely tasted before. It also comes with sliced up meatballs in here. Oh, they're just nice, thick, spongy, and bouncy and springy beef meatballs, which exactly reminds me of the same type of beef meatballs that you'll get in a Vietnamese pho. So already, I'm definitely seeing a lot of comparisons and a lot of overlaps. And speaking of overlap, there's also some sliced beef in here, which looks nice and a little bit fatty. Oh, that is just heavenly. Those are just thin slices of beef, nice and tender, and there's plenty of fat in there without it being too overwhelming, because despite the thickness and darkness of this broth, it's actually not overly fatty and not overly rich. So I have a feeling it's going to go quite nicely with all of these noodles. Oh yeah, those are just the same delicate rice noodles there in a tom yum, which are tasty, and they really absorb the flavor of the broth as well as some of the spice in here. But for the spice, it's definitely more mild. This is definitely closer to the medium, because all that's in here is just a little bit of dried red chilies for heat, so it's definitely very manageable. While we're on the topic of noodles, I figured I'd go for my last noodle dish. These are the pad Ki Mao, also known as drunken noodles, which might just be my favorite Thai noodle dish, because these are flat, thin rice noodles. They're just coated in a spicy and garlicky sauce. Oh, these are top tier drunken noodles. I already knew when it came out it was going to be good, because when they brought it out it was still steaming and I could smell all the wok hei, which is just the wok fry taste, and that is the first thing I taste, just that smoky, iconic flavor. And then I get the chewiness of the noodles, which are really nice and bouncy and coated in soy sauce, and then you also got the flavor of the chilies as well as the garlic. And to balance it out, you got some protein with the chicken and some crunch and freshness from the bell peppers. I mean, seriously, this is just like the best Thai noodle dish in my opinion. There's everything you want in it. I mean, I didn't even talk about the tomatoes, which add a little bit of acidity since this is a little bit oily, so that definitely cuts it down. So you are going to want to order this whenever you go to a Thai restaurant, especially here. Get the pad Ki Mao or the drunken noodles. Next, I'll be going for the Thai green curry, which I'm really curious about because it's so bright and green. It's definitely the most vibrant green curry I've ever tried. This is also one of the more brothy Thai curries I've ever seen. It is extremely brothy, almost like a soup, so I feel it's only fitting that I eat it with a soup spoon just to get as much of that curry as possible, along with some of the chicken in here, since I got chicken as my protein. Oh, this is a fantastic green curry. The first thing I notice about it is it's not too heavy and it's very light. Yes, there's coconut milk in here, but it's not too overwhelming, just enough to give it a little bit of a creamy, coconutty flavor, but it is really thin, like a thick soup broth, so you could definitely just drink it along with all the pieces of chicken breast in there, so that also prevents it from getting overly rich, but it does bring the flavor. So I mean, they got plenty of green curry paste just to give that vibrant sort of green, fresh flavor, and then you also got some more red chilies in there for some spice, and this is just really comforting, and it'll definitely warm you up on a cold day. Now I'll be going for the pad prick, which is one of my favorite sort of stir-fry dishes. This is a mixture of green beans, and for my protein I got the chicken, and this is just like cooked in a savory chili paste along with lime leaves and all sorts of other aromatics. Here we go. I am really looking forward to this because I know it's going to be spicy and I know it's going to be flavorful. Oh, this is just one mouth-watering dish. First off, the chicken is great, absorbs all the flavor. I love the taste of the sauce because it's really nice and bright and spicy. What I do taste with this is they use fresh chilies, which gives a lot more freshness and brightness compared to the dried chili that's used in a lot of other dishes. And what I also enjoy are the green beans. I mean, the green beans are just perfect. They're crisp and they're snappy, and they really do have a smoky wok flavor. I also had to order their saute when I saw it on the menu. It's because since I've been back from Singapore when I went in June, I really missed the saute, and I do think this is going to be a little bit different since it's a Thai version of saute, but either way, I had to try it to see what it's like. It comes with a little bit of peanut dipping sauce, but I want to try it first just to see what the seasoning on a chicken's like. Wow, okay, that is definitely meaty. It is just like a pure chicken breast, and the flavoring tastes very mild. It just tastes like a little bit of your classic turmeric rub. So you definitely need the peanut dipping sauce on the side. I'm wondering if it's gonna be spicy, because typically sauté sauce is a little bit on the spicy side. All right, here we go. Just a disclaimer is for me, peanut sauce is a really hit and miss, because typically I'm not the biggest fan of peanuts, but either way, I'm gonna give this a taste, because it does look kind of promising, since it does have a little bit of a chili reddish tinge to it. Oh, that is very nice. Like I said, I'm not the biggest fan of peanuts, but this definitely works. It's a very mild peanut flavor. It tastes like creamy peanut butter, just very subtle. You get a lot of flavor from soy sauce, and you also get plenty of lemongrass in there, which brings some citrusy flavor, which really just intensifies the taste of the chicken and just enhances it. And at the end, you get a very mild, like dried chili flavor, but doesn't really add a lot of heat. It just kind of warms your tongue. I also ordered a couple of cold dishes. This is the large chicken salad, which is a popular cold salad, and this is made with ground chicken as well as red onions, cilantro, green onions, and plenty of chilies in here. And apparently they also add roasted rice powder as an ingredient, so I'm curious to see what that is going to be like. All right, here we go. This looks very flavorful. Wow, that is tasty, but I'll be honest, I did need a quick breather from that, because that is by far the spiciest dish on the menu I've ordered so far, and in fact, my tongue is still tingling. Just like all the other dishes, I did order this medium, but I'm guessing they may have had a miscommunication in the kitchen, and I think they might have made this Thai spicy, because this is definitely what I would picture Thai spicy being, but that does mean it brings the flavor, because there's fresh chilies in here, there's dried chilies in here, and I really do enjoy the chili flavor, because it just adds so much natural sweetness and more depth to it, but it does bring a lot of heat. What I also do taste is the special ingredient of the roasted rice powder, so it really adds just this incredible rich nuttiness to it, almost like toasted nuts, and it also brings it a real nice rice flavor as well. So this is yummy, but I would just order this mild and in hopes that it's more tolerable for the average person. Finally, I'm gonna end off with the Thai green papaya salad, and this is just a classic Thai dish made with sliced up green papayas. In fact, they almost look like noodles in a way, and there's also some shredded carrots in here, and it's tossed with a sour tamarind dressing. Here we go. I hope that this is a little bit refreshing compared to that chicken salad. However, there is a little bit of heat in here, but it doesn't look too crazy. Oh, that is very nice. I do enjoy the dressing, because the first thing I taste is a burst of lime juice, and then I get a little bit of natural sweetness from the tamarind, and then you get a really nice fresh crispy crunchiness from the green papaya, and in a way it almost has a cucumbery sort of texture and flavor to it, because it's so light, and it definitely cleanses my palate, because it really isn't spicy at all, even though I ordered medium. So this is like the perfect thing to pair with that chicken salad, because if you get a bite of that chicken salad, I feel like this is the perfect spice remedy, and it'll just cool everything down. What a delicious Thai feast this was. It definitely brought the heat as well as the flavor, and it did not disappoint, and it's always going to be full of excitement. This is one of those meals where I can't say I had a particular favorite, and in the case of this place, it is definitely a good thing that I don't have a favorite, because to me, all of the dishes were very well made, and pretty much all of them were very different from each other. So I feel like you really can't go wrong with pretty much anything you order here at this restaurant, or for any Thai restaurant for that matter, because I feel like to me, you don't want to limit yourself to just a few options. Ideally, whenever you go to a Thai restaurant, you want to get a variety of as much food as possible, because it is so delicious and just flavor packed. If you're looking for an authentic and tasty Thai restaurant in the Bay Area, I highly recommend Siam Station, because I think you're really gonna love all of your bold flavors and fun dishes. I also really love the ambiance here, because it feels very modern, and today is a Saturday afternoon, and I'm sure, as you can tell, it is very loud and lively in here, which is also why I think the prices here are quite reasonable, just because they get so many people coming here, so it's a really high volume place. And telling you, the food is so tasty. So if you have the budget, definitely just get as much food as possible here, because for the Bay Area, prices are honestly quite reasonable. As always, I really hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did, give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.